आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you a podcast series on STEM popularization, science, technology, engineering, mathematics and medicine, supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, Government of India. This program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Purvasha Banerjee and Shushanto Das.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Indian Statistical Institute is a public university which is recognized as an institute of national importance. It grew out of the statistical laboratory set up by Prasad Mohananobish in Presidency College, Kolkata. Established in 1931, this unique institution of India is one of the oldest institutions focused on statistics. Primary activities of ISI are research and training of statistics, development of theoretical statistics and its applications in various natural and social sciences. We welcome Professor Dhurjati Prasad Sengupta, Professor in the Geological Science Unit in Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. Sir shares his work as a geologist and a paleontologist.
I am working as a professor in Indian Statistical Institute. My unit's name is Geological Studies Unit. So basically we provide the data that we collect from natural sciences like geology to our statisticians here. And sometimes we collaborate, sometimes we work on our own. Basically, I am a paleontologist and also a geologist. I mean, initially I was trained as a geologist. So you may know that paleontologists work on fossils and geologists work on rocks. And fossils are embedded in rocks. So that's how the entire thing is connected. Now, the fossils on which I am working mostly in my life, there are other things as well. I mean, fossils from other places as well. But the larger part of my life, I have been working on fossils collected from the Gondwana lands. Now, Gondwana land is an assembly of continents, which was very prominent during, we call it Permian-Triassic period, that is, say 300 to 200 million years back from our present time. It was even there even before that, but during that time it was very prominent, and we have most of our coal deposits within the Gondwana lands, and the name came from the Gond tribes of India. So it has got a special connotation, special link with India. And I have been working on the Gondwana vertebrates and also the geology of the Gondwana lands. I mean, India, Australia, South Africa, Africa on the whole, South America, Madagascar, New Zealand, in fact, even part of Saudi Arabia, they were all together in the southern part of a huge continent called Pangaea. And mostly I work on them. I mean, various issues.
Professor Sengupta talks about the implication of his research in the field of scientific inquiry.
See, as I said, the name itself came from Gond tribes, And it was first, the rocks of Gondwana, it was first discovered by Medlicott and British geologist way back in 1872. And then gradually, Edward Suez, later on, he made it global. But as I said, it originated from India. And there are two aspects. One is the coal deposits. Even today in rural India, most of the fuel that they use for cooking, that comes from coal. And we are large producer of coal. So that is one aspect which is related to the day-to-day life of our people. And secondly, these fossils, all sorts of fossils, plant fossils, vertebrate fossils, invertebrate fossils present in the Gondwanas, and the spectacular colored red mudstone, mostly from where particularly the vertebrate fossils have been collected. They are excellent for kind of a geoheritage tour or geoheritage of the country. So it has got that value as well. Now we have started, fossil parks, geoheritage tours gradually by various organizations. But this is our past. This is kind of a huge background data that our heritage issues are connected with. Featured area of this kind of study is enormous because you can see this is a multidisciplinary study. So you need various people to work with. You need the geophysicist, you need the geologist, the paleontologist, the statisticians, chemists, biologists, everybody. So there are several aspects which are coming up gradually. Say, for example, one aspect on which I have been working is the morphometry of the fossils. That is, DNA, RNA, all those things. We are not getting them in fossils because they are not preserved. So we know very less about them. All we know is from the hard parts that are preserved over millions of years. So if we can trace their outline or take some points on their maybe skull or other body part or on the body as whole, then we can kind of take them as numerical data, transform them into numerical data or other kind of data that can be treated with softwares, with equations and all those. So we can try to compare them. So this is a new way of working on them. And the inside of the fossils without destroying them through various CT scans, that has also becomes the order of the day. And you can even understand the pathologic forms, that is the disorders that they are having in their bones, in their soft tissue bearing cavities, hard part cavities where the soft tissues used to be there. So you can also detect, you can also trace the origin of the diseases, several different types of diseases. So these are few things among others which are now gradually developing. And for coal, that is the economic aspect, and various companies are working on that. And for the Gondwana land itself, when they were combined, precisely what was their situation during that time. So this kind of studies more with geophysical data and other issues, they are coming up. So that is also very, very important.
Sir explains the possible academia-industry interface as an application of his research work.
The coal part is okay, fine. Everybody knows about that. But the other part, which I have been saying, that the geoheritage, the evolutionary biology related data, that can be used as I said, for geotourism, for making a guided tour to several museums and several kind of database, big data that we get, not in the sense of proper quote-unquote big data, but huge amount of data that we are getting, that we can use in various other ways, and we have just started doing it. So I hope in future Indian industries will take interest on that, because it is revenue gaining if you can make a geo-heritage tour or things like that, or good museums where you can also educate people. So this is kind of it, yeah.
We feel enriched to listen to Professor Sengupta in this episode where he shares about his research.